I'd buy that for 100 rupees. Wait, was that? What was that from? I'd buy that for $1.
RoboCop. We watched that like a month ago.
Yeah, I know.
Come
we
on.
watched a lot that day. Okay, sorry. Back on track. You were telling me about the chronology of Zelda.
First of all, you should go and talk to this lady here.
Okay.
You should go.
Yeah,
talk.
no, she's
Hey, Mike,
probably
you should
got
go talk to
something
that lady.
nice to say.
I'm sure she's got something good to go. Oh well.
Oh, get narked on. Everybody's a narc. There you go. Check out my invisible action. Hey, come on, please. Look. I'm willing to hear you out if you just apologize.
I have some literature I really think you might enjoy reading.
Landscaping, anyone? Anyways, continuing.
After Four Swords, there's Ocarina of Time, which fucks everything up. Because Ocarina of Time delves into the realm of time travel.
And alternate
universes.
Yeah, alternate possibilities.
So, Ocarina of Time fucks the Zelda timeline up into 3 separate timelines.
Really? 3?
3.
Fuck.
There's the one where Link is defeated and like Ganon wins.
I think that leads into this one.
Maybe. There is one where like Ganon is defeated and then there's Child Link. Like Link goes back in time and the Child Link stuff happens, and then there's the timeline where it's like adult Link who like disappeared, and then there's that timeline.
Okay.
So in the fucked up timeline, everything is bad. Next up is Link to the Past, as you were saying.
Yeah.
And after Link to the Past, it's Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and then Link's Awakening. Yeah, that dude, he runs real fast. Yeah. He's a quick boy.
At least he's not a narc, though.
No, not an arc.
I respect that.
You should kill those chickens.
Chickens.
Murder those chickens.
Delicious chicken. Okay, so what's the sequel to this game?
Oracle Ages and Seasons.
Okay.
And then Link's Awakening. After that.
So pretty much all that. This one leads into all the handheld games.
Yeah.
Or all the Game Boy.
At the end of this timeline, it's Legend of Zelda and Legend of Zelda 2. And then that's the cap for that timeline.
Interesting. Wow, this man, he's got legs.
The Hyrule story also wants to let you know that Link's crossbow training is not a canon story. It's not officially canon. That does not actually matter towards the overall Legend of Zelda oeuvre.
Was that actually like a... Did it try to have a story, or was it just like...
No, I think it was a goddamn Wii mini game.
Link, point your crossbow at the screen and shoot the bad guys.
I don't think it was bad guys. I think it might have been targets.
Okay, cool. I got bombs. Oh, yeah. All those cracks that I totally remember exist are going to get bombed.
Yeah. Probably don't even have to buy those. I think you get bombs for free.
Yeah,
like,
I think like within a few minutes of this, I stumbled across a bunch of bombs. All right, let's just check out the chicken mechanic of this game.
Yeah.
Like all games have a Kuko mechanic.
Kuko.
Come on. All right.
Just too lazy to chase the chicken, Mike.
Can we narcs around any corner, Norris? You know the safest chop.
City's right with narcs. This is true.
All right, I don't think his chicken's gonna do anything.
Okay. Give it one more time. Yeah, there you go.
Oh Jesus! All right. Is this permanent?
Fucking slow down.
Oh man,
no,
those chickens are just eviscerating the FPS. Okay, so that wasn't bad because I know in Ocarina of Time they just keep coming and coming and coming until you die.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is a dead end. Oh wow, I gotta go like to the opposite end of the map.
Yeah. So do you right now know what's going on?
Yeah, I gotta get pendants or some shit.
Okay,
like,
you do not know what's going on.
No, it's hard to play and talk at the same time.
Okay, so we saved Zelda.
Oh, I know that.
All right. She was like, "Yo, you're a hero of time," or I don't know. Go talk to the village elder about things happening. And then the village elder was like, "No, you got to talk to the real elder, Shalashaska."
Okay, we're gonna go find Shalashaska right now.
His name is actual Sahasrahla, but Shalashaska is way cooler.
Henceforth referred to as Shalashaska.
Absolutely.
It means
the desert rose.
The desert rose, the feared and revered revolver.
It means only kiss in the rain. Anyways, yeah, you've got to go find Shalashaska in the weird mud pit area.
And he's gonna tell us what we need to do. Oh
yeah. He's going to tell you your destiny.
Oh, here we go.
You could have caught this bee.
I do. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got the net. We got the bug catching net, and we got a place to put put this bee.
All right, you did it.
Hell yeah.
Now you beat the game.
All right.
Now I want you to keep that bee for the entire game. That's the goal now.
If memory served, you didn't.
This is a new idea. This is not an idea we talked about before. This is an entirely new idea.
you didn't want me to keep the bee.
I want you to keep that bee for the entire game, beginning to end. I want you to let that bee go when you fight Ganon at the very last boss, and I want that bee to be the one that deals the killing blow on Ganon. That's now what this run is about. That's what this game is now.
That was my idea. You stole it.
It's my idea. I said it right now. No one else said it before. No one heard it until now. This is my idea.
That was my. I had such a good idea, and you shot it down, and then you came around on my idea.
How dare you steal my idea right now?
You're just like everybody on the internet. You see a thing you like.
I made this. This is mine. I came up with this idea. It was a great idea because that's why I came up with it.
That's a fast.
Yeah,
crab.
these crabs got legs.
All right. Can I? Okay, so there's a swimming. I was gonna ask if this game has a swimming mechanic. No, it don't.
Yep, I'm sure you will never need to swim at any point in time in this game ever. That's
Get blocked, son. Ah,
bad
fair
block,
enough. Fair
son.
enough.
Get that arrows. Get those arrows. Get those arrows. What are you doing?
Very
frustrating. You're not getting those arrows. Thank you.
I got more important things to do right now.
Like what? Name one thing. You're not even playing this game right now.
Kill that man. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I haven't died yet.
You're doing all right. I'm okay with this.
I haven't died. I bet I can go this whole game without dying.
Yeah, I bet that happens too. I would. Do you want to I believe you, but just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting, would you want to bet that you never die in this entire game?
No, but
why not?
But I think I could.
You a coward?
No, I just know a good investment.
So are these rocks? Are these like mud bulges? Like I never really knew what this place was.
No, yeah, it just seems like they're kind of
things.
Well, I was gonna say they're pillars, but pillars are
Those
here,
are pillars.
and they have a distinct. You can sort of tell from the angle like which way is up. Good news.
You can get fucked up on this bridge, dude.
Oh no, is this? Oh, I shouldn't have taken that bet. Hit me. Yeah. All right, the audio's still good. We are. That's the update that I was gonna say when I was gonna say I've got good news. It's that the audio is still coming through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mike and I are religiously checking the audio, making sure that nothing is going wrong because.
Fool me once, shame on.
Good fucking lord, that was very upsetting.
Fool me twice. You don't get fooled.
Yep, it's a good topical reference made by.
Kelly wanted us to stay topical.
Actually, he wanted us to not be topical because this is still even recording this the second time. This is not coming out for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, at a certain point, we started to vamp about our predictions for the NHL playoffs, and
I'm still right.
A lot of them
calling
came
it then.
true.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah, so the Vegas Golden Knights, as of this moment, are poised to win the Stanley Cup.
Those of you watching this video game series looking for your hockey knowledge, that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. I want the Golden Knights to win. That's what I'm at. It's where I'm at right now.
I read an interesting take on it. Is what if they do win?
Shalashaska.
So okay, I'm gonna actually take a couple seconds to try to. You're already tired. You've said 2 sentences.
The joke's gonna get. The joke's already old.
I know. All right, so we gotta find the sword because it's a Zelda game.
I like how the 2 answers were either yeah or of course.
Yeah or hell yeah.
I got that first pendant.
Okay, so there's a bomby thing behind him, and I'm guessing that I don't see it.
No, I think you know what? I think you finally figured your shit out by this point.
Okay, cool, got it.
I think I might also pointed it out.
Oh yeah, I think you pointed this hey Mike, you should check out what's behind those pots. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
In this first series, when it's just you playing, and us watching, all the good things that Mike does is because I pointed it out the first time. That's why anything good Mike does in this playthrough is because I pointed it out.
How come you didn't point out that I was gonna get 3 bombs from there that I didn't need to spend all my hard-earned rupees on this?
I thought it would be funny.
Stack of 10 bombs.
I'm not gonna force you to make I'm not gonna force you to make decisions I want. I'm gonna let you make your own mistakes, Mike. That's what growing up is all about.
Then why are we playing
a game for children?
A video game for children if we're allegedly grown up?
Hey, listen, man. The box says 8 and up. Okay.
I'm 8 and up. All right. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So
These
stone
creepy statue boys
gets hit by sword. Sword beats rock every time.
Right now, we're in a weird, like, dirt plane.
Dirt maze.
So more importantly, tell me about the Vegas Golden Knights.
So an interesting thing that I read about them is, like, some people are legitimately worried that if they win the Stanley Cup in their first year in the NHL, their fan base is going to be like, cool. And then just, like, stop caring and they're going to move in, like, 4 years.
Awesome.
Because it's like, it's a legitimate thing. Like, where do you go from there?
Well, it would
Like, you
kind of be
can't-
like, didn't, what was it? Carolina had a team for a number of years, the Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes still exist. You just haven't heard anything about them because...
Are you kidding me? Who was I thinking? I guess Atlanta. I was thinking of Atlanta, wasn't
Atlanta
I?
Thrashers. Atlanta has tried and failed twice to play host to an NHL franchise.
What were they before the Thrashers?
Atlanta Flames became the Calgary Flames, and the Atlanta Thrashers became the Winnipeg Jets.
I did not know that. Wow, okay.
But
Wait,
yeah,
but then, like, there were the old Winnipeg Jets, and they became...
the Arizona Coyotes, who still
Okay.
exist despite all odds.
Despite their best efforts, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, if you win the Stanley Cup in your first year, which has never been done before,
Can't go down that way. That's the wrong way, Mike.
what do you do? Like, what's next?
I don't know. Start a franchise. Become the new Detroit Red Wings. Expect victory. I'm still shook that Carolina still exists, honestly.
Yeah, you haven't heard anything about them in a long time.
That's fucking my brain up a little bit.
Because, like, they were so ill-prepared and, like, not expected to win the cup. They didn't even have a parade route planned in their city when they won. So they just, like, had some people come to the parking lot and celebrate with them.
Yeah, it was a real,
Like,
it was a real, like, local event.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I felt bad because, like, they beat the Edmonton Oilers, who, as a Canadian city, just, like, was begging for that cup. And the Carolina won, and they're like, oh, crap, I guess we gotta, like, do something now?
No one cared. I think you could still buy Stanley Cup tickets in Carolina at the
Yeah,
time.
it was like you could walk up the day of the cup final. They had a lot of empty seats. It was weird. It was a weird time. Yeah, and you haven't heard much about them because I don't think they made the playoffs since.
Yeah, hockey rules. Video games. Legend of Zelda.
So right now there's balls. They're spherical.
One of them big old balls.
They're giving me a hard time. Those balls are giving me a hard time.
Mike has a hard time getting those balls down.
I know, but
Yeah.
All right.
You really gotta force them.
so the key to this dungeon is you gotta look for the shape.
Look for the piece of ground that looks slightly different than
Yeah.
the other pieces of ground.
Are these guys invincible?
No, they like to jump. They're jumpy skeletons. They're
Okay, good. All right, I bet these bones are gonna. No, okay. I was wrong. I'll admit.
What did you think? What did you think
I
was
thought
gonna
that the
happen?
bones were gonna like fly up into like a little cyclone or something and then become a skeleton.
That requires way more animation
Yeah,
than just
but-
like putting a cloud animation down and having an enemy appear.
Well, I was ready for it, and I was ready for. Oh damn it!
Missed.
They just hack real fast. Okay.
You kind of get them by the wall and you just like slash the shit out of them. That's the best way to get those skeletons. Hot tip.
Yeah. Well, I figured that out. We got the compass. The other Zelda staple.
I don't really know how a compass can point out where a bad guy is, but I'm not gonna do that. What's that thing?
Norris, the eviler you get, the more your body chemistry resembles magnetic north.
Okay, yeah,
So-
you are a science man. That makes more
Yeah,
sense.
no, it's actually like I don't think I have the time to explain it, but it makes sense.
Okay. Well, that didn't do anything. That's no good.
Am I
you can't
stuck?
pull it back now, Mike.
Can I is that it? I can't beat the dungeon.
Yeah, you fucked the dungeon up. You got to start the game over.
So I got water templed. Great.
Yeah.
So I used the key on the wrong slot, and that was it.
There was only one way to soft lock yourself in this game, and you found it the first try. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Man, just took that pot to the back like a champ. Okay. All right. Now I think I figured skeletons out. Okay.
I need that big key.
Need that big key. So I remember what fucked me up a lot too is that in Ocarina of Time, the big key is a one use only. And I remember thinking like, I don't want to waste the big key on that chest. I should probably use it on the boss door. And then like
the fact that you as a person who's been playing video games since probably before you could walk, the fact that you were playing one of these games and thought, oh, they're going to give me a key and I'm only going to be able to go into one thing and I could fuck it up so that I couldn't fight the boss, really makes me question your level of depth of video gamer insight, Mike.
I thought that, okay, the thing about old games
Because they were bad and
is
mean
that
to you.
they were not made as well as what we have come to expect. A lot of the times, the length of gameplay didn't have to do with the amount of content of the game. It had to do that with just them being more or less impossible and possibly having to repeat bits if you didn't do them in the perfect sequence. I was just looking out for myself.
You're a fool, Mike, and a coward, and that's why I love you.
We'll find out eventually. I'll show you. I will show you the opposite of cowardice, as I will run headfirst into some bosses, without any regard of what their actual weakness is. If that's not
pell-mell.
If that's not a mark of bravery, then I don't know what is.
What are these things? Are they just like living worms?
A pile of snakes, I
Really?
think.
Because there were already snake enemies.
So there's an enemy in Bloodborne that is literally just a pile of snakes,
That
and
kinda
it is like
rules.
one of the most like FromSoft bad guys I can think of.
Yeah, something that like just feels uncomfortable and gross and is undulating.
It is just like a sack of snakes that they move towards you as one, but they are clearly like a bunch of different snakes.
Sack of Snakes was one of my favorite metal bands in high school, but they kind of got too trendy. I don't know.
Well, they went through their Christian phase, which like
yeah,
like
right?
a lot
like
of
fucking like every course, every metal band, they either
No,
find
they
Savior
gotta-
or they
got-
can find
got-
God.
yeah.
It sucks either way. Man,
take that. Okay, so he does have a weakness.
the stabbing, multiple stab wounds.
Yeah, ready for you. Okay. I feel like this is one of those Zelda rooms that you've got to, that you gotta pop all the bad guys in order to. Okay. At some
Well, I'm
point.
glad you figured it out the second time, because the first time I think I might have had to point you in that direction. Yep. Nope. Where are you?
Those are sack snakes.
Oh yeah, that's one way to do it.
I just took that, didn't? Okay, here we go.
Yep. Ran into that. Yep. Ran into that.
All right. See, first death.
The thing you might not have noticed there is those things, in addition to dealing some actual pretty massive damage, they also fuck up your magic.
Ruh-roh. I didn't notice that, but now I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
all right.
cool.
Still learning. It's good.
There's a lot you can learn from playing video games, kids.
Yeah, hand-eye coordination. It's good for you.
Something.
Don't go outside and play. Play
Something
video games instead.
reflexes. Something. I studied the blade. Oh no.
You didn't even though.
I know.
You had an even
Aw.
harder time to getting those balls down the second time.
I
Yep.
feel like there should have been a bigger gap there.
That's what they always say. They always think the gap's going to be bigger.
But it never do.
And then you went back the same way you went before. But you got that rupee, though. That's good.
How am I gonna buy bottles if I don't have hundreds of rupees?
So, Mike, who do you want to win the Stanley Cup? Let's do that real
Probably the
quick.
Winnipeg Jets. The one Canadian team left. The city that deserves it the most. Well,
They're playing right now, aren't they?
yeah, they are. This is how much that I value the life of being a content creator, as I am choosing to not watch the game live. I'm choosing to risk hell and high spoiler on my trip home to watch the highlights tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up right now. I can. Don't worry, dear reader. I can still be entertaining as I am normally, while still going on my phone and looking up the score.
Well, it's good because I think we're taking a break.
Okay.
We did it. So yeah,
It's good to know that we're gonna start back up on all these things with "we did it."
we did it.
All right. I'm gonna be having my next Diet Pepsi, which I don't need any of you to judge me for that. That's.
I was judging you a little bit, but I'll try to.
My girlfriend Kat is sitting right behind me, quietly whispering "judgy, judgy," but she always does that. This is kind
Like,
of.
I don't know if
hobby.
anybody's told you this 100,000 times or not, but aspartame's not good for you.
Says who? Like what? What are you talking
I don't
about?
know.
Mike, what do you mean? Okay, aspartame's great. All right, it's healthy. It's good for you. It lets the government control my brain thoughts. What's wrong with it? It's a perfect. It's a perfect concoction.
It makes the salamanders question their gender identity.
Listen,
for
all
one.
right. As a gay frog, I don't need any Coca-Cola or Pepsi products to make my frog any more gay. All right.
Yeah. Just
Thought I had something there. Turns out I didn't.
Look, as a gay frog, like you can't really go that far from there to be.
Yeah,
to be
there's
fair.
nowhere to end when you make that jump.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mike, you died.
I died.
And now we're back in us.
Yet somehow remarkably, I'm still here. All right, let's see what this pro tip is again, because I wasn't paying attention the first time.
It's just the dude telling you that like he snuck his way into all the dungeons to put mailboxes up or something.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, fuck you then. I love how I just don't even give acknowledgement to these guys anymore.
Diet Coke is really good. I gotta put that one out there. It's a fine elixir. It's restorative. I think it's healthy. Like, I actually think, like, if you're sick, you should just probably drink a lot of Diet Pepsi. Get those new liquids in.
We said this before though. Like, speaking of hockey, apparently Wayne Gretzky would instead of drinking water on the bench, he would drink Diet Coke.
That makes sense.
And I mean, they call him the Great One for a reason.
Yeah, as an athlete myself, I only drink a constant drip of diet sodas. So.
Was there? I mean, like you played football at a somewhat competitive level. Was there any weird quirks that some teammates of yours had that you're just like, no, that's not a thing you should be doing while playing sports?
I'm pretty sure a lot of guys I played football with did coke, but like not on the sidelines.
Like while they were playing?
No, like it was all pretty like kept together. Like there was like water and Gatorade, and that was about it.
Oh, okay.
People would either not eat at all before games or eat too much before games, depending on I think like how like your stomach and your nerves worked.
Yeah,
I could never eat before a game. All right, let's see if you don't die this time.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I still feel like you're gonna fuck this up somehow.
You don't know that. Oh baby, here we go. I do like how
No, Mike, go up. Mike, go back. No,
but,
go up.
But
Mike,
no,
Mike,
but,
no, Mike, go up.
But what if I only get to use it once and I don't get to open that chest?
That's horse shit, Mike. Go up. Go up, stupid.
So this was the exact conversation we were having. Like, but no, so I want to use another chest.
No, go up. What are you doing?
But I only have one.
You use it more. Go back. I swear to God.
What if it turns into dust?
I will turn this fucking game off, Mike. Go back.
But I only have one.
You motherfucker.
Like, I think at this point you just grabbed the control. You just grabbed it out of my hand. You're like, no, I am. Like, I got 3 times during this playthrough where I get to physically take it out of your hand, and I am invoking one of them now.
You're being stupid. Don't be stupid.
Okay, let's see what's in this big old pile of. Yeah, fuck you. Scram.
Get out of here.
All right, so we got one of our
bow's pretty good.
Excuse me. We got one of our iconic Zelda weapons, the bow.
Yep. All
so
right, yep. I think we probably paused here.
Yeah. So an interesting mechanic of something that I remember talking about too is so in the original Legend of Zelda for NES. Wow, that's cool.
Oh, I remember you doing that. You're like, well, fuck this.
Yeah.
This bow doesn't do a goddamn thing. Then you missed.
There you go. Oh,
right,
nice.
finally,
You get it in one hit. Okay. But apparently it just sticks into, it gets like caught in their eye sockets or something. But yeah, so in the original Zelda, there wasn't an arrow inventory system. It was just every time you shot an arrow, you would lose a rupee.
Oh yeah. That's all right. It's not a bad system.
It's interesting. Like, I mean,
like there's a kind of like coherency to that. Arrows are probably cheap and you probably got a bunch of them on you.
But it made you think. It really made you think long and hard about that resource management.
I should use that B. Why did you bring the bombs out?
Well, intimidation. That's why.
You know what? I was talking shade there, but like that actually seemed to work. So
there.
What do I know?
I remember as a kid, when you play Zelda games, like it seems absurd that you would use anything other than bombs when you get them, because like it's a bomb.
Right, yeah, you could hurt yourself and die. I don't think I ever use bombs unless I absolutely have to.
But it was just so cool compared to like swords and the shield. Like, oh, you get bombs. I don't know. I just remember loving bombs. I also remember the Easter egg from Ocarina of Time, where if you shoot your slingshot into this window in Zelda's palace, a dude just hucks a bomb at you.
Yeah. Zelda was good for that kind of stuff. I'm sad at the fact that like bombs aren't actually in real life. These like little like black or like blue cylinders with a giant like
wick,
comedic fuse coming out of them.
Yeah, I mean it led you to.
Like, was that ever true? Was there any point in time when people were making weird comedic bombs, or was that always like an Acme
I wonder.
thing?
Like, I feel like Zelda didn't make up that bombs were like that. I'm wondering if in pirate times, I would imagine it would be like they're like very primitive pipe bombs. Like you would throw one from your pirate ship onto your rival pirate captain's ship and say,
Like all things, it comes back to the pirates.
Fuck
the
you,
age of
Redbeard.
sail.
Really the most glorious age.
I think like of all the times to like be alive, I think like being in the pirate would be like the last thing I'd ever want to do.
Just like
being,
when like everything is so terrifying.
Just
and
like being on a ship for like 9 months straight with nothing to eat but like salt tack and like your dead comrades.
well, you know, you didn't have to be a pirate. Like
sure
you could have just been a.
I don't think being on like Her Majesty's Royal Navy was any better though.
But like you didn't have to sail. Like there are plenty of career opportunities on dry land.
Yeah, like the plague. Nope, not that one. That's the one.
There you
Fourth
go.
time's the charm.
Yeah, I don't think all these things happen at the same time. Look, there was.
Listen, all right. I consider myself a historian by trade.
You did go to school for that.
I did. Don't remember any of it. Probably kill that big guy.
Well, I got smaller guys to deal with.
Got skeletons.
Oh, so he takes 2 arrows straight to the gourd.
Yeah. Red means bad.
Red means slightly tougher than. Okay, here we go.
I enjoy how much you struggle with skeletons in this game.
Skeletons suck. Okay. Like, damn. They're
No fooling.
they're not easy to kill. They don't fall for any of my regular tactics, which is either shoot it or stab it. There's always got to be some kind of catch. Okay, we got 2 guys. Oh, I was gonna try to only get one of them. Okay, damn.
That was actually pretty good.
Gotta proc him. There you go.
Cool. What does proc mean?
I'm not sure.
Wake him up.
No. Okay, so proc, in terms of video game, it just means like get whatever you're trying to activate.
Boss.
I don't. Okay. So the 6. Okay.
I bet you beat this guy.
I bet I would get him first try.
Yeah. No doubt. No fooling. No doubt. 100%.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Yeah. You're figuring out the pattern. Yep.
No. Yeah.
I like how you haven't taken a swing yet. That's my favorite thing.
Well, they don't look like they're swingable.
Talking about right there. Swing.
When am I supposed to get them?
You're supposed to any point in time when you're close enough. There you go.
Okay. Okay. So here's the thing: is that they don't have a big eye, so I assumed that they are not vulnerable.
There's 6 of them.
But they're big and made out of metal.
You're big and made out of metal.
I'm not. Otherwise, it wouldn't be taken. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, off to. I mean, like, I'm figuring it out, but I think it might be a daily and $1 short. Oh no. Maybe I should just.
No, I still think you got this.
You think we got a first try?
Not to reuse the like you haven't shot a bow yet. Like, remember the weapon that you got in this entire dungeon?
I may have temporarily forgotten that the Zelda mechanic is that the thing you pick up is always the thing you use on the boss. They didn't look like they would be that vulnerable to bow shots.
Well, now we gotta go through all this again. I hope you're happy.
I'm not. Don't worry. There's gotta be some kind of shortcut we opened up, right?
Like, not really. Like, the dungeon itself is actually relatively short. Like, these games, like, early Zelda games were actually, like, pretty, like, interesting, like, use cases for, like, dungeon design. For the fact that, like, it wasn't, like, one long straight path where the dungeon boss is at the end. Like,
yeah.
you meet this, like, halfway point, in which case you can, like, cut a different path right to the boss.
A lot of backtracking.
Yeah. Like, no, like, yeah,
not a lot. So I guess not a lot, but, like, there was a...
But just, like, an intuitive uses of, like, alternate paths that are, like, blocked from one direction but not from the other. Like, to be a math dork for a second, there's actually some, like, really interesting graph theory shit that I think they're doing in, like, some of this dungeon design. Well,
there's some good stuff that went on in Ocarina of Time, I remember, with the whole shortcut building. In all of them except the Shadow Temple.
I thought that was actually kind of lazy, though, because all they ever did was just like, all right, like, we haven't found an intuitive way to get you back to the entry quick, so we'll just open up a portal and be like, all right, go and get the fucking portal.
No, it wasn't a portal.
It usually was. In a lot of Zelda games, it was just like a portal.
I mean, I guess, but, like, it was worked into the dungeon, like, I remember in the Forest Temple, you would have to...
It's a good-ass dungeon.
You would have to search the whole dungeon for 4 ghosts, and then you get them, and then you would light the 4 lanterns, and then there would be an elevator that lowers you into the boss chamber, which is right under the entrance, which is nice. I like that after you beat the dungeon, except for the boss, you don't have to navigate through the dungeon. This Shadow Temple, you had to go through the entire dungeon. It was just one long linear thing. and if you failed, you have to do the entire dungeon the entire time.
Yeah, the Shadow Dungeon was like thematically interesting, but like kind of one of the more. Well, it wasn't the Water Temple. It wasn't the worst one. I like how we're talking about Zelda dungeons from a different Zelda game.
All right, let's talk about this one. It's got pixels. It's got
They all have pixels, Mike.
It's got piles of snakes.
Mike, they all have pixels.
Oh,
I think those are worms.
I'm gonna die before I even get to the boss, aren't I?
Yeah, probably.
Damn it!
I think at this point you're on full tilt, like you're absolutely shook.
This is a nightmare. What are you talking about? I don't get mad when I play video games.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you at all. You are calm, cool, and collected, sir.
Me and Dave are just like a couple of chill dudes playing games.
God, that should be the next series. Is you and Dave play like a game that just is like really known for being like play one of those like I want to be the guy games.
Oh, good. I think like we need to get like go to Craigslist and just buy a bunch of really, really cheap equipment because like stuff is gonna be broken.
I love the fact, and you talked about this on the podcast earlier, so I don't feel like I'm outing you on this one, but I like the fact that you got so salty playing Fighters a little while back that you actually did the throw controller across the room thing.
Okay, in my defense, that was a dark moment for me, and I took about a week off, and after that I become so that was my time in the tank where like.
You stared too close into the abyss, and the abyss started staring back.
That was my equivalent of the time in like that tank where Goku recovers on Planet Namek, because I emerged from that stupor stronger than I've ever been before, and I'm sitting pretty at Supreme Kai rank now.
I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's pretty good.
It's much. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not, but it's like
that's my question. Like so we're all gonna go to Evo this summer. We're all going to Vegas. Very excited. I'm going to eat a lot of bad food. Like, what would be the rank of someone who, like, not like, I'm not saying like Sonic Fox, like the guy who's going to win, but like, what would be the rank of like a contender?
You probably have to be, I would imagine everybody who's going to even be close has to be like Super Saiyan Blue rank or higher.
Okay.
Which is approaching 1 million battle points. I have 415,000 to put that in perspective.
Okay.
So like.
That's still pretty high. Is that like your power level?
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah. Okay, so figuring out that the bows are incredibly effective at... Wow, okay.
Yeah. The bow fucks in this game.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Wow. Like...
And this is a boss where, like, the boss gets... Like, until the last little twist, the boss gets easier as time goes by.
So you're telling... Oh, geez, oh, there's a twist. Okay, cool.
But it's still, like, not that difficult.
Okay, yeah, I remember figuring out that, like, height doesn't actually matter.
Just hit the sprite.
Yeah, like, yeah, don't try to factor in, like, where he is and, like, where his arc would be in three-dimensional space. just hit the dude.
I was getting worried here because you need to kill that guy with a bow and you only had, like, 4 shots left.
Oh, yeah.
And then you would get screwed. Pick up the goddamn pendant.
I mean... The goal is not to place at Evo. The goal is to win one game.
I think it's doable.
It's doable. I mean, that, like, if there are several thousand people that are gonna be competing, like,
statistically speaking, one of them has to be worse than you.
I can't be the worst.
I mean, it's possible.